The C-Class is a staple in the compact executive car market and goes up against vehicles like the BMW 3 Series, the Audi A4, the Lexus IS, and now even the Genesis G70. It's a vehicle that has been around since the early 90s, and this one, the 2022, is a 5th generation of C-Class. And it's been a while since I've driven a C-Class Mercedes. The last one I drove was an AMG C63 S back in 2018. Of course, that was the previous generation from this one. But if you're into Mercedes vehicles, we have a lot of Mercedes content on this channel. I'll leave a playlist down in the description or up in the iCards if you're interested in checking out lots of E-Class content, the EQS, lots of the SUVs we're checking out, but let's focus on this video and this vehicle here. And before we dive into this one specifically, let's quickly talk about the different options you have when getting a C-Class. The C-Class is offered in a coupe, convertible, or sedan. We have the sedan here. You also have the option of a C300 or C300 4Matic. The difference is the all-wheel drive system. And then you have the option of the premium, exclusive, and pinnacle packages. This one, what we're driving here, is the 2022 C300 4Matic Pinnacle sedan. Let's get into the exterior design. All right, and jumping into it, first off, this is a larger and wider vehicle than the predecessor. The C-Class also showcases an all-new cab back exterior design. The sporty look is accented by the new A-shaped grille with an open star pattern and power domes on the hood that lend the vehicle an aggressive profile and striking look. We do have LED daytime running lamps as well as LED headlamps with adaptive high beam assist. And these are new headlight designs for this generation. Our vehicle does have the AMG line with night package, and this gives it some AMG body styling with brushed aluminum sport pedals with rubber studs. We've got the perforated front brake discs with Mercedes-Benz calipers. We've got high gloss black elements throughout the exterior, the front splitter, grille trim, the rear diffuser, side mirrors, and window trimming. Our gloss black mirrors are power folding mirrors. Our wheels here are 19-inch AMG multi-spoke wheels with black accents. Around back, we do have the 4Matic badge, the C300 badge, and some big dual exhaust ports. Our color here is polar white, and overall the white and gloss black theme looks really good on this vehicle. Again, it really helps to accentuate some of the lines, especially those power domes on the hood. Very nice. For the dimensions of the C300 sedan, you're looking at a total length of 187.0 inches, a wheelbase of 112.8 inches, a width of 80 inches, and a height of 56.6 inches. And you can definitely tell the proportions with the long hood versus the shorter trunk really makes this thing look like a sporty sedan. All right, and let's dive into the trunk here. It is power opening. It is a really good size of trunk. We're talking 12.6 cubic feet of cargo volume, which again, for the compact sedan, is a really good size. You do have buttons back here to drop the rear seats for extended cargo space. And you have a 2-button layout here to close the trunk. You can close it with lock or just give it a close. And with that, let's go ahead and check out what's under the hood. All right, guys, so with the non-AMG variants, the C300 gets the same engine no matter what trim you get it in. This is a 2-liter inline 4 turbocharged engine with mild hybrid. You're pushing 255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, and is matched up to a 9-speed Tronic transmission. And of course, we've got the 4-wheel drive with the 4Matic, but before we can drive it and test that out, let's go ahead and jump inside, take a look at the interior and tech. All right, guys, and here in the interior, we have this black and red motif, super nice. Let me show you all around, and then we'll take it for a drive. And let's start off by kicking it on. Push button start, obviously. and you're immediately greeted with a few screens, but we'll come back to those in just a second. So these are AMG Power Red with black leather seats, and throughout the interior you get that same AMG Power Red with black leather. Our trimming here is called Metal Weave. It's a carbon fiber looking trim, but it has a more metallic look than it does a carbon fiber look. And we do have a black fabric headliner, as well as a nice little sunroof here. And the seats are power adjustable, heated seats, memory seats. And that memory doesn't just memorize the seating position, it also memorizes the steering column position, which is also power adjustable, and the exterior mirror position. Coming back to the screen, this is an 11.9-inch screen and is in a more vertical layout, even though it's closer to being square than anything else. You have all your AC and heat controls down here, and then obviously your map front and center, but you have all your apps and settings buried into this home menu. We do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto available, and Hey Mercedes. Below the screen is a dynamic touch bar here. You have your dynamic drive modes, a button here for your cameras, which you can really get in and take a closer look at. Very cool setting here. We also have a button here for our safety features. We've got our head-up display, steering assist, lane keeping assist, manual shifting modes, parking sensors, tow-away alarm, all the good stuff here. Then of course our hazard lights. This right here is a fingerprint reader, so if you have your profile built in, you can swipe your finger and change profiles that way. Obviously a power button, a mute button, and your volume slider. Coming back to our dynamic drive button, we do have a comfort mode, an eco mode, a sport mode, a sport plus mode, and an individual mode. We'll talk more about these as we take it for a drive. We also do have the enhanced ambient lighting system. It's hard to see here, but I did get a couple of shots at night with this thing driving. I'll put it into this video. You can see that metallic weave carries through down here, and down in this console you do have a USB Type-C charger for that Apple CarPlay integration, a wireless charging pad back there, cup holders with these cute little flip out things, our armrest, which is that nice AMG red leather. Pop it open, pretty good area here for your console. Two more USB Type-C charging ports down here. Moving on to the steering wheel, it is a leather wrapped steering wheel, heated steering wheel, nice perforated leather on either side here, nice beefy wheel that's got good grips in it. You can see the paddle shifters back behind here, and then all your function buttons on the stalks over here. And then back behind that steering wheel, we have our 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, and you can use these controls on the steering wheel here to navigate through this to change what you're looking at. You can also switch your actual entire cluster to see different stuff depending on what you're interested in, including that full navigation map, which is always cool. I kind of like the sport, the understated, or just the classic, unless I'm on a road trip and want to use that navigation map. And then of course we have the head-up display, which is a good size here, has a lot of different information, and doesn't get in the way at all for me. And with that, I think that's a good look around the interior. The back seats are decent. Again, it's a compact executive sedan, so it's not the bigger E-Class or S-Class. But I've had the kids in here, and they do just fine, although obviously they prefer something a bit bigger. If you've got small kids or you're just using this every once in a while, no issues. Let's go ahead and get this thing out on the road, take it for a drive, talk about it. Then we'll talk about the price and start wrapping this video up. Let's keep going. So one of the first and easiest things to talk about when driving the C300 is the comfort, the ride, the quietness of the vehicle. We've got acoustic glass, it's well insulated. It's a quiet drive, but it's also smooth and comfortable. Really just a great performing vehicle all around. Obviously, we have the dynamic drive mode, so we can change it from comfort to sport or even sport plus. And that's going to give you all the horsepower, immediate acceleration, or as immediate as a turbocharged gas engine will get you. It's going to get you quicker steering, and of course, a bit louder of exhaust. So let's run it a little bit and see how that feels. This does have the Mercedes brake calipers, and while they stop really well, the actual brake point is super late in the pedal, which is a little bit odd, especially for a sporty vehicle. And of course, this is no AMG, but it can get up and go. 0 to 60 is in 6 seconds, which is respectable. We'll go ahead and test that out too, but back here in this little circuit around the corners, accelerating, braking, all done with no problem. Just a ton of fun. Getting out to a more open back road, let's go ahead and test out that 0 to 60 claim. Obviously, not perfect conditions. We're just gonna stop and smash on the gas. Ready, set, go. $60. So, felt slower, but again, this is just a C300. It's not an AMG. Still gets up and goes when you need it to, especially if you're already in the torque range. And of course, if you use the paddle shifts and drop the gear to get in that RPM range, this thing does really well. Then you can put it back into comfort mode, quietens down, still can give you the power if you need it. It's just a little bit more delayed, but it's great. Fuel economy is decent as well. We're looking under 22 miles per gallon, just under 22 miles per gallon. And that's with pushing this thing pretty hard, letting it idle a bit as we take video and pictures with it, but decent enough. Nothing's gonna blow your socks off there. You also do have a slew of safety features in here that work really well, including, we do have the driver assist package, which gives us active distance assist, Distronic, active steering assist, active lane change assist, active lane keeping assist, pre-safe plus, active blind spot assist, active brake assist with cross traffic functions, evasive steering assist, active emergency stop assist, active speed limit assist, route-based speed adaptation, and more. But what you also have is just a ton of luxury and comfort. Even though it is one of the lower end Mercedes vehicles, you definitely still know you're in a Mercedes. It still feels like a Mercedes. The interior is done really well. All the tech is still really good. And at the end of the day, it's a C-Class. The navigation system does have this augmented video system that will show you an overlay of your navigation directions on top of video of the street in front of you. It's pretty cool. Touching everything is easily done. Head-up display, great. Audio system in here, really good. Some of the touch capacitive, swipeable controls on the steering wheel and down here on this bar here are a little bit annoying. I would rather just have more physical buttons, but they work. And the more you drive the vehicle, the more you get used to them. So at this point, you're probably really interested in the price. And again, this is one of the lower end on the Mercedes totem pole. Your base C-Class starts at just over $43,000. And this one that we're in is just over $54,000. So $54,000, nothing to sneeze at, but when you start comparing it to everything else that's out there, it's really not that bad of a price. And with that, let's go ahead and find a place to pull back over and we'll wrap this video up. All right, so after a full week of driving the all-new C300, it's obviously a really great vehicle, a great executive sedan, and actually not even that expensive considering. I really liked it, and if you're looking for a comfortable, tech-filled and still sporty executive sedan, can't go wrong with the Mercedes. If you're looking for something maybe even a little bit more sporty, more on the handling side, that BMW, always a great option there as well. But with that, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Mercedes C300. Subscribe to the channel if you're into automotive reviews. We do a different one every week, as well as some event stuff along the way. Also check out txgarage.com for more automotive content, written reviews, news, event coverage, all by a lot of great authors over there. But with that, thanks for watching.